Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and in this video I want to talk about M3GAN. M3GAN is basically the story of an AI doll that is assigned to a little girl that just lost her parents, and the story just unfolds from there. When I saw the trailer of this movie, I was excited to see it. I mean, it's not an original story by any means. We've seen movies of AI going crazy. We've seen movies of children's toys getting possessed and going crazy. So this genre is not a new genre, but all the same, I was still interested to see what the movie was about. And when I saw it, well, I have to say I expected more, honestly, but it was also very good to watch this movie. One thing I wish that had happened in this movie was that I wished it wasn't rated PG-13, because as it is rated PG-13, there are some horrific scenes they could have used that would have played into the horror aspect of the film. But because it is PG-13, they don't show the horrific scenes. Like when someone is about to slash somebody, they just cut the scene because it is PG-13 and you can't show stuff like that. So I wish the movie had been R-rated so that the horrific scenes would have seen it live, so it would have played into the horror aspect of it. Like, I don't know why you even rate an horror movie PG-13. I mean, well, maybe it's because of the characters, or M3GAN as the character. I think that is why. But at the same time, I feel like this movie would have done very well if it was rated R. Another thing that stood out to me was the voice acting of the actress that played M3GAN. I mean, her performance was stellar. From just the way her voice sounds, you feel warmth towards her, you feel like she's a friend or someone you can hold on to. And sometimes you just hear some kind of cynicism in her voice and you just be like, wow. Like, there are some times that I literally got goosebumps hearing what was coming out of M3GAN's mouth, and I was just like, shit. Man, the voice acting of the actress was so good, because it was perfect, and it just made M3GAN seem so friendly and made M3GAN seem so sinister at the same time, and I just love that about this performance. And the movie is very funny, like, not crazy funny like that. It's not a comedy. I mean, it's a horror film, but it has some funny scenes and some funny elements to it. And sometimes I just found myself cracking up at some things that happened. It was so good to see it, and I love that the movie had funny things like that in it. There was something I couldn't help but notice. Like, personally, I feel like the movie could have been at its best if it had explored the psychological aspect of the movie. There was a part where they like hinted towards it, and I was like, wow, this is very interesting. I like where this is going. But that instance didn't go too much. They just talked about it in one particular scene and they forgot about it. But I feel like if they had explored that sequence more, it would have been even much more scary than it actually was. The movie wasn't that scary because, like I said, you didn't see most of the horrific scenes. But I feel like if they had explored the psychological aspect of it, like, for instance, what I'm trying to say is, in one of the scenes, a therapist talked about attachment theory, something like that. And what it basically meant was the child, Cady, getting attached to M3GAN because M3GAN is the only form of affection towards her. And I loved that scenario. And I wish they had played more into it, because imagine if Cady, the little girl that lost her parents, imagine she became unhinged because of M3GAN's influence on her. I mean, to me, that would have been so scary, and it would have been so much fun to watch than the actual plots that happened. So I feel like if they had explored that psychological aspect of it, it would have been so much better. For me in particular, it would have been so much better. But they just hinted at it and they forgot about it. But I really wished they talked about it. But all the same, I had fun watching this movie. Have you guys seen M3GAN? What did you think about it? Comment below and let me know. And if this is your first time on my channel, please subscribe to my channel for more contents like this. Thank you for sticking up to this time. See you in the next video. Cheers.